So students, in this video I am going to take epigraph and hypograph and then the related theorem. So what is epigraph? So let S subset of Rn be a convex set. Then the epigraph of a function f, which is from S to R, S is the domain and R is the range, is given by or represented by capital EF. F is in subscript, and this is equals to the collection of all the points of the form X alpha, where X belongs to S, set as domain, and alpha is a scalar quantity, and this function f is satisfying the property f of x is equals to less than equals to alpha. Fine. So this is epigraph. Now if you will see here, point is in of the form X alpha, where X belongs to S and S is a subset of Rn, that means in n dimension. So X is basically a n dimensional point, and one more point is added alpha, which is a scalar quantity R. So ultimately the dimension will be n from X and 1 from alpha, so n plus 1. So that's why this epigraph is basically the subset of R n plus 1, जिसमें से n डायमेंशन जो आई है वो x की वजह से आई है and single dimension from the alpha. So that's why this is a subset of Rn plus 1. Fine, I think you understand. Now what is the meaning of this? Let's see through this graph. So this is the graph, this is the function f, this is the domain S, so this is the domain S, this is the function where function is defined. Now here if you take alpha as a scalar quantity, which is the y ordinate, second ordinate, so let's see, this is the alpha level here, because alpha is a scalar quantity, that means a constant function. So this is alpha. Fine, so this is alpha here. So now you can see that at any point, because this is the coordinate, this is the collection of all the points of the form X alpha and satisfying this property. So just find out the function value of any x here. Suppose this is your x, small x. What is the functional value here? Functional value will be this, because this is the function f. So this point is basically the f of x, small f of x, and this is level alpha. So obviously this point satisfies this property because f of x is small than this alpha. Alpha is this height, this total distance from here to here is alpha, because this level is alpha. So here is this f of x, so satisfying this property. So can we say that this point is basically satisfying this property? So now we have to take this point along with this point alpha, because x alpha is basically the intersection of these two, alpha and x. So this point is basically the x alpha point. So this will go to epigraph. Similarly, if you vary your x here, then again this point x1 alpha will go to this epigraph. So ultimately you will see that all these is this line, basically this entire line goes to EF, because all these points on this line satisfy this property. Similarly, if your alpha is here, here, so ultimately all these points will satisfy the property, and hence we can say that actually this area is nothing but the epigraph. So if this is the function, then this area, this upper area is basically the epigraph and denoted by EF. Fine. So here f of x is convex function. However, this area is basically the set. This is not the function, this is the set. So epigraph is basically the set, convex set. You can see that this is a convex set, because function is convex. So epigraph is convex, and we will prove this later on. Fine. So this is epigraph. Now here in the second example you will see function is not convex. This is convex function, however this is not convex, and you will see that the area, this area is not convex set. because function is not convex. So epigraph, this shaded part is also not convex. Fine, I think you understand. Now the hypograph. Hypograph is basically just reciprocal of the epigraph. Here the condition is f of x is less than equal to alpha. However, in hypograph, condition is f of x is greater than equals to alpha. Rest of the things are same. So let S subset of Rn be a convex set. Then the hypograph of a function f from S to R is given by this, and here denoted by HF. H means hypograph. This is again a collection of the form x alpha which satisfy this property, and again subset of Rn plus 1. I think you understand now. So now graphically, what is hypograph? This. If your function is this, concave, then this shaded part is basically the hypograph, because if you take any alpha here and x is here, any x, so you will see that this height, this value is basically the f of x, this height from here to here, and this height is greater than alpha because this is the alpha, this part is alpha from here to here, and this from here to here is f of x. So f of x is greater than alpha. So this point basically satisfies this property. So this x and this alpha intersecting point is basically goes to hypograph. Fine. So HF is a so this is a concave set or convex set. Sorry, this is the convex hoga. This is HF is a convex set. Fine. So this is a convex set. Now here, this is again, you will see that HF is not a concave function. So HF is not a convex. This is also convex. So this is not a convex set. Fine. So now based on this, we have theorem. Suppose S subset of Rn be a convex set, and f S to R be a function which is actually a convex function on S. Then f is convex if and only if its epigraph is convex set. Here is the function, here is the set. Fine. So f is a convex function if and only if its epigraph is a convex set. We have to prove this. So necessary part. That means we have to prove that f is a convex function if and only if its epigraph is a convex set. So let's see how to prove this. So suppose, so we have taken this part, f is a convex function on S. So obviously this will satisfy this property, f of lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda x2 is less than equal to lambda f of x1 plus 1 minus lambda f of x2. This is valid for all x1 x2 belongs to S and lambda in the closed interval 0 to 1. Now what is our purpose? Our purpose is to show that EF is a convex set. So just take 2 points from this set. So let x1 alpha 1, x2 alpha 2 belongs to EF. Since they are the point of EF, so that's why they will satisfy the property of the epigraph. That means f of x1 is less than equals to alpha 1. Similarly, this point will satisfy the property of epigraph. That means f of x2 is less than equal to alpha 2. Now we have to show that the linear combination of these two, basically, that point will lie in this EF. So just take the linear combination of these 2 points. So let alpha x1 alpha 1 plus 1 minus lambda x2 alpha 2. So after simplification, suppose this is denoted by x alpha, where lambda is in the closed interval 0 to 1. So what is x? If you compare the first ordinate, then you will see that x is equals to lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda x2. Similarly, second, when you comparing the second ordinate, then this will be give you alpha is equals to lambda alpha 1 plus 1 minus lambda alpha 2. Now our purpose is to show that x alpha is basically the point of EF. That means we have to show that this will satisfy this type of property. That means f of x is less than equals to alpha. Fine. So this is our purpose. That means we have to prove that this will hold. So now f of x is equals to f. What is x? X is from here, x is this, and alpha is this. So substitute that x here, f of this, but f is a convex function, so this will satisfy this property. So that's why less than equal to lambda f of x1 plus 1 minus lambda f of x2, because f is convex. Now f of x1 is less than equal to alpha 1, because x1 alpha 1 belongs to epigraph. Similarly, f of x2 is less than equal to alpha 2, because x2 alpha 2 belongs to epigraph. So hence lambda alpha 1 plus 1 minus lambda alpha 2. But this is nothing but alpha. We have already taken this here. Alpha is equal to this. So that's why f of x is less than equal to alpha. And hence we can say that x alpha belongs to epigraph f. So ef is a convex set. तो कॉन्वेक्स सेट हो गया. नाउ द कन्वर्स पार्ट, लेट ef बी ए कॉन्वेक्स सेट. अब हमें प्रूफ करना है कि फंक्शन जो है f वो एक कॉन्वेक्स फंक्शन है. फाइन. सो सिंस दिस इज अ कॉन्वेक्स सेट, सो इफ यू टेक एनी टू आर्बिट्रेरी पॉइंट्स देन इट्स लीनियर कॉम्बिनेशन विल बी इन ef. अगर दो पॉइंट हम लेते हैं ef से तो इनका लीनियर कॉम्बिनेशन भी उसी में होगा. फाइन. सो लेट्स सी. So x1 alpha 1 and x2 alpha 2, they are 2 points from EF. So obviously they will satisfy this property. F of x1 is less than equal to alpha 1 and f of x2 is less than equal to alpha 2. Now here, because we are taking these 2 points from EF and they will satisfy this property. So can we say that, can we replace alpha 1 by f of x1? Because this is a collection of all those points. Alpha 1 is the scalar quantity. So can we replace this x scalar quantity by f of x1? Because here is the equality also. Equality भी लगी हुई है. So we are taking that case when f of x1 is exactly equal to alpha 1. So that's why we are replacing this alpha 1 by f of x1. Similarly here, alpha 2 is replaced by f of x2 here. So we are taking the case alpha 1 is equal to f of x1, alpha 2 is equal to, and this is valid assumption because this holds. Less than equal to, that's why. So they will also be the part of EF. Now what is our purpose? Our purpose is to show that f is a convex function. Fine. Now since these 2 points, this and this, they are the from epigraph, and which is a convex set, so obviously the linear combination will be in EF. So lambda of first point plus 1 minus lambda of the second point, they will be in EF. Now simplify, so we are getting the first coordinate lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda x2, and second coordinate will be lambda f of x1 plus 1 minus lambda f of x2. This will be in EF. Since this is in EF, so obviously this will satisfy the property. That means f of this is less than equal to this, because in place of alpha we are having this expression and in place of x we are having this. So f of x is less than equal to alpha. So f of x का मतलब ये वाला part, this is less than equal to alpha, that means this part, and this is nothing but the condition of convex function. So f is a convex function. So this is proved. So now there is another theorem, and this is based on hypograph. So we are without proof. We can easily prove based on the same type of assumption, except the condition greater than equal to rather than less than. Here we have to take the, here in place of less than we have to take the condition greater than. Rest of the things are almost same. So let S subset of Rn be a convex set and f then S to R, then f is a concave function on S if and only if its hypograph is a convex set. That means this type of condition holds. If f is a convex set, concave function, then its hypograph is basically a convex set. Fine. So we have to prove this, and you can do yourself. Now we have another theorem. Before going to prove this theorem, we have taken this example. Example is f is a function which is equals to maximum of x and x square, where x varies from 0 to 2 in the closed interval 0 to 2. So what is the graph of this function? This is the function. here to here is 0 to 2, 0 to 2. Now you can see that when your x, this is your y is equals to x, that means first function. This is your y equal to x square, second function. Now take the maximum of these two. So at 0 both are same, but as x increases you will see that slowly increases. So if you compare these two, you will see that out of these two functions, point to point, maximum will give you this, maximum will provide you this. Fine. And after this, so maximum will be provided by this straight line, y is equals to x up to this point. But after this intersecting point, maximum will be provided by this parabolic curve, y is equals to x square. So that's why this is shaded part is basically the area, maximum of this is the area. Fine. So the function is basically this line from here to here to this line, this is, and its epigraph is basically this shaded part. The function maximum f, this function is basically this line, straight line from here to here, this function from here to here, and then this. So this red part is basically, this red curve is basically this function. However, the shaded part is the epigraph. Fine. So now we have to prove this theorem. Let fi be a family which may be finite or infinite of functions which are convex and bounded from above on a convex set S subset of Rn. Then the function f of x is equals to supremum. So in place of maximum, here we have taken supremum of f of ix is a convex function on S. अगर फंक्शन हमारे बाउंडेड हैं और कॉन्वेक्स हैं, इस टाइप के सारे फंक्शंस का कलेक्शन ले लिया, सो उनसे जो बनने वाला है जो फंक्शन है एफ ऑफ एक्स विच इज द सुप्रीमम ऑफ एफ ऑफ आई एक्स जस्ट लाइक दिस मैक्सिमम, तो ये फंक्शन भी कॉन्वेक्स होगा. वी हैव टू प्रूव दिस, एंड टू प्रूव दिस वी विल यूटिलाइज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ एपिग्राफ. सो हाउ टू प्रूव दिस? सो हियर fi are convex function on S for all I. This is already given to you. So this implies, according to the previous theorem, its epigraph will be a convex set. So that's why E of fi are convex set, and this is valid for all I, because this is valid for all I. Fi, all the fi's are convex functions, so that's why their epigraphs will be convex sets. So EFI are convex sets for all I, and since if you take the intersection of all the convex set, then this will also be a convex set. The intersection of EFI is a convex set, and since in each epigraph we are having points like x alpha type, so their intersection, this intersection set also contains the points like x alpha type. So that's why intersection of EFI is nothing but the collection of all the points x alpha, where x belongs to S from the domain and alpha is a scalar quantity and satisfying the property fi, because this is for fi. So fix is less than equal to alpha, and this is the, because intersection point, that's why this is valid for all I, because this is the intersection point. Fine. So is a convex set, because intersection is a convex set, so where intersection is nothing but this set is a convex set. Fine. So since each fix less satisfying this property, so their intersection or their supremum will also be satisfy this property, क्योंकि सारे के सारे पॉइंट सेटिस्फाई करे तो उसका सुप्रीमम भी इसको जरूर सेटिस्फाई करेगा. So that's why x alpha is this, and supremum of fix is less than equal to alpha. And now since we are taking the supremum, that's why there is no need to write down this for all I, क्योंकि सभी के सभी सेटिस्फाई कर रहे हैं, इसका मतलब सुप्रीमम भी जरूर सेटिस्फाई करेगा, तो अब हमने इसको, इसकी कोई जरूरत नहीं रही हमें. But this is nothing but the given function. So f of x is less than equal to alpha is a convex set, and hence since this is a convex set, then by the previous theorem its corresponding epigraph will be a convex set. So EF is basically a convex set, because now we are having f, so that's why f is here, and hence since EF is a convex set, then the corresponding function, that means f, is a convex function. So I think this is the, I think you understand. So this is the proof of this. So now in the next class we will start with classical optimization. Fine. Okay, thank you.